This is Matthew Cratter from Trader University. Now, a lot of you have been asking me for an update on my Tesla trade, so I thought I'd put out a quick video, especially after the shareholder meeting yesterday. Not much came out of the shareholder meeting, and the real proof of this is how the market is reacting today. We're getting a big sell-off in Tesla. Looks like what we had was a real short covering rally. Now, in order to understand how something like this could happen, if we look at the Tesla's the number of shares sold short as a percentage of the float, which are the shares that are freely available to trade, we see it's at about 32%. So think about that. Almost a third of all the shares that you can trade that aren't locked up are sold short. Now, the problem with this is it can lead to very violent short covering rallies, which is what we've had really since the bottom on June 3rd. We've rallied from around 180 to above 220, and then today we're getting a real bearish, what's called a bearish engulfing candlestick, which is quite bearish, where you open above the previous day's high, and then it looks like we're going to close below. So this is a real reversal calendar, a real reversal pattern in candlesticks. And what it really shows is what the overall trend has been showing, which is that we're still in a real downtrend for Tesla. The 50-day moving average, the blue line, is below the 200-day moving average, the red line. And the stock price is still firmly below the 50-day moving average. In the meantime, really the biggest news to come out of the shareholder meeting was this quote. I thought Musk's quote was great. Sometimes I'm a little optimistic about time frames, and that really sums up the meeting, where he was talking about this advanced summons feature where you'll be able to get your car to come over to you. So Musk really does continue to fiddle while Rome burns. He talked a lot about his solar tiles. He talked about short sellers. He talked about Tesla buying an insurance company. Meanwhile, the market really isn't buying this, and so the downtrend is still quite intact. And meanwhile, we continue to just get very bad news coming out about Tesla. You probably saw that the star of Aladdin was almost killed. He bought a Tesla, he got in and drove it, and he had a problem with the suspension, also called Wompy Wheel, and crashed it into a tree, and he's very lucky to be alive. So unfortunately for Musk, you cannot sell such dangerous cars like this. If this happens to enough celebrities, it's really going to cause problems. And this is, a lot of Tesla owners are encountering problems like this. So as a result, I'm still long the puts. I haven't been trading around them. I am long the January 2020 50 puts. So the strike price on these is 50. They expire mid-January 2020. Currently trading at about $1.59. If Tesla goes to zero, as I'm expecting it to do in the next 6 to 12 months, these puts will be worth close to $50. You have a chance to turn $1.50 into $50. So nothing has really changed on my end. I'm not trading around these puts. I think at any point you can have bad news come out, especially going into the next earnings report. And I don't think it makes a lot of sense to trade around these. It's very hard to anticipate these sudden short covering rallies like we've had. And as a result, I know how much capital I'm risking in it. That's why I like doing this with puts instead of being short the stock itself. So that's the basic trade. Again, this is not investment advice. This is a risky trade. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments below. Like this video if you found it helpful. And if you want future Tesla updates or updates on any of my trades, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.